Howdy folks, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country, where we're keeping traditional country music alive, and at least non-pop country. It could be folk, it could be western, it could be Texas red, it could be red dirt, it could be Texas swing, Cajun. It just can't be pop. The Castellows, Alabama Stone. It's a gift request of David Piccolo. So David, thank you for this gift and this request. And I've done a couple of the Castellows courtesy of David as well. And this is what David said. Hi Don, can you please do the Castellows song Alabama Stone? The girls write a beautiful song about what most would consider a simple woman's uneventful life, but do it in a way that shows her all the respect in the world. Thank you. Happy New Year. Dave Piccolo. So Dave, DP, double play, thank you very much for this gift and request. Let's find out what they've got. Now, are they from Alabama, David? You might have told me in some of the prior reactions that I've done. I remember I did a song that in which you had mentioned prior to it, clearly, that they were homeschooled, and the song Sheltered was their response to it, because critics came out and said, they criticize homeschoolers, which is dumb because homeschoolers have active social lives as well. It's just different than the public school system. And there are pros and cons to all of it. But are they from Alabama? I'm wondering. I got the acoustic live version, David. Previous one was shot in a church too, that I reacted to.
She was born on the border of a red clay river, someplace south of Chickasaw, where the cotton grew high and the stars free fall. The world stands still while the copperheads crawl. Car parts in the yard and the weeds overgrown, but Daddy built that house on Alabama stone.
Alright.
On that solid rock she stands, all other ground is sinking sand. But you can't ever get too far gone when your roots run deep through Alabama stone. She liked to say she'll get out someday, maybe make it to Mobile, but she met a man just good enough to make her stop turning those wheels. Now she cleans the kitchen and he's never home, so she stares at her hand at that Alabama stone. On that solid rock she stands, all other ground is sinking sand. But you can't ever get too far gone when your roots run deep through Alabama stone. Ooh, ooh, through Alabama stone.
There's a lot going on this, the way it's been shot.
Fresh piled dirt and a fake red rose. They carved her name, last one in a row. Under that solid rock she lies, too old to dream, too young to die. But you can't ever get too far gone when your roots run deep through Alabama stone. On that solid rock she stands, all other ground is sinking sand. But you can't ever get too far gone when your roots run deep through Alabama stone. Ooh, ooh, through Alabama stone. Ooh, ooh, through Alabama stone.
violin is a real nice addition to this. All right, a lot of credit goes to the videographer on these, because you don't just sort of like grab your camera and just go and decide what you're going to shoot. You pre-select it, and you also work it out with the band members. Where are they going to stand? What's the lighting going to be? There's a lot of elements, a lot of considerations that go into what kind of video you're going to produce. Because unlike an audio only track, you got the visuals that either are going to augment or derogate or detract from the quality or your experience or your perception of the song, the group, the whole thing. And so it was very well shot, sort of like the way he or she, the videographer, came in and even came in on the pianist and all. I don't know the girls' names, and I don't know if the violinist. I know some of you folks would be like, it's not a violin, it's a fiddle. He played that like a violin. Violin and fiddle are essentially the same instrument. Just depends on how they're being played. And Charlie Daniels will play it as a fiddle. Even though he studied violin as a kid, it became a fiddle when he played it because of the way he played it. And this is, in any case, the prior video, David, that I did, also, which was a gift request of yours. I think this is the third or fourth one I've done. All of them were gift requests of yours. The prior one was also shot in this church. And I think it's very cool setting. A lot could be done with it. Part of me was hoping that at some point they'd get to shoot a video in Riverside Church in New York City, because that church is absolutely beyond belief. It's just like St. John's. It is ridiculous. But this was very, very beautifully done, and it had a solemnity to it because of the subject matter. The narrative was a woman, obviously, what do they say? They're too young to die. I didn't catch how she died. I think it was just she tried, she wanted to get up to Mobile, Alabama. I don't remember if she got there. But she passed away. She died, and they said too young to die. But she's rooted in Alabama stone, and that's a double entendre because you're an immovable Alabaman. Is that what an Alabaman? Alabama? Yeah, I'd say Alabaman. But also the stone, which is the headstone that she now lies under. So a lot going on in this. They're artists. They're not merely musicians. They're artists. And of course, they're beautiful. That helps. But their musicianship, there's a pianist, obviously, banjo, guitar. I don't know if each can play each other's instruments, but generally not. I mean, guitarists can play piano typically, but not necessarily at the level that they'd like to attain to, because you need time to practice your guitar and learn how to play that. You also need time to work on your vocals, and there's only so much time. You're doing your songwriting, you're doing your setups with videographers, you're bringing your equipment in. But I love that they've built a career for themselves. I know they have a nice following, because I discovered that in one of the prior videos I'd done where the link hadn't been provided. I went and got it, and I saw how many subscribers they have. They've got, let's see, 376,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. So you can make a nice living with that if you get the views and you're doing concerts and selling not merely your songs, but you can sell t-shirts and hats and all that stuff. And that has a nice revenue stream in and of itself. And I like to see artists succeed. I do. But these folks are more than musicians. They're visual artists in ways. I'm curious to know what else they studied. And as far as anybody knocking them for having been homeschooled, take a look, idiots. uh, who's laughing now? Who's winning? All right, David, I'm going to rate this. And the number that popped into my head instantly was a 9.2, and it was on the overall artistry. I mean, I used to own a dance school with my ex-wife. I'm not a dancer. I was on the business side of it, but my desk was in the lobby of the dance studio. It was a very large school, and it was a very advanced school, especially with modern dance, where we were considered the pre-collegiate #1 school in the country. And we had a good ballet program, and we had a competition team. We had a ballet company, a youth modern company, and so we put on a lot of performances. And so I, came to learn a lot about the performing arts, and that's why I say, and that's the backdrop to why I say they're more than musicians; they're artists in a broader sense. So there you have it. All right, guys, you can thank David Piccolo for that one. There you go. Have a wonderful day, folks. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
But you can't ever get too far gone.